Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's June the 18th. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever said to yourself, man, I could use more money? Like, let's say you see something in the Costco warehouse and you're like, I want to buy that patio set, until you look at the price and it's $2,300. Or you are walking through downtown and you see this beautiful patio furniture, or you see a picture that you want, or you see Sleep Number is having a sale and you're thinking, I've always wanted one of those beds. And you look at the price tag and it's like $4,000. Have you ever recently had a moment where you're like, I could really use more money? Because here's what I will tell you. It's not the love of the money. It's the options that the money gives you. So let's say you're answering yes, because I can't imagine anybody, I don't care how wealthy you are, that couldn't use more money for some cause. If you don't need it, there's nonprofits, there's churches, there's everything. So here's what's interesting. We had a whole room full of consultants and directors, mainly consultants, but we asked, how many of you could use extra money, like really could use some extra money right now? 95% of the room put their hands up. And I said, okay, so how many of you held 2 to 3 parties last week? And like 2 hands went up. So the point of it is the motivation, the desire to have more money, the want to have more money is not enough to motivate somebody to go hold a party. So what does motivate people to hold a party? Well, you can say, well, it's what I do. It's my business. Yes, and I get that. But isn't your business much more fun and much more enjoyable when you can love what you do, right? I mean, you run into people all the time, and I say, oh, well, what do you do? Do you work? And they go, yeah. And I go, what do you do? And they say, oh, I do blah, blah, blah. And you can tell from the way they say it, their tone of voice, their facial expression, if they like it. Now, if I hear a little sarcasm in their voice, I'll say, do you not like your job? And they go, no, I hate my job. And I'm thinking, man, I can't imagine every day getting up, getting dressed, going out the door, and absolutely not liking what I do. Like, I really feel for those people, and I hope they all come and join my team. But that's not the point of this call. Okay, so let's talk about a formula instead. What if you found something, and this is what I really want to challenge each and every one of you to do. What if you found something right now that you really, really wanted, okay? And I really want to challenge you guys. Here it is, middle of June. I want you guys to find something that you would like to purchase by, let's say, June to July, by, let's say, September, October, November, somewhere like right in that range, somewhere in the next 2 to 4 months. Is it a new sectional sofa? Like your sofa looks bad enough you now have a blanket on top of it, or the leather is so badly scratched from the dogs and the pets and stuff that it doesn't even look like leather anymore. Or maybe your bed is just, I don't know, past that point where you need a new bed. Or maybe you want to go on a trip. Maybe you kind of missed the whole summer planning a vacation. You'd like to go on a fall cruise to Mexico or whatever. So find something. That's my point. Okay, so find something that's the dream, okay? And I'm going to walk you through this formula. So you're going to need a pen. So grab a pen or a paper. And I want you to figure out, how much money do you need to buy that thing? Okay, so let's just use, as an example, I'm going to grab a piece of paper here and a pen. So let's just use an example that you found a sectional sofa that's $2,000. I don't know why I'm picking up on sofas. I don't even need a sofa, but we'll just go with that. So let's say you want to buy a sectional sofa and the sofa costs $2,000. Are you all with me? All right. So we have a $2,000 couch that we need. Our portion is paying $2,000, correct? So you're going to take that. So it says, I will finance the following with my Mary Kay business. And you're going to put a picture, beautiful sectional, and it's $2,000. All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take that $2,000. That has to be your profit, correct? And you are going to now divide that by how many months? So let's say mid-June to mid-July is 1 month. July to August, August to September, September to October. So let's say we're going to take 4 months, and by October 15th, we're going to walk into the store with our $2,000 and buy our couch. Okay, so you're going to take the amount of your profit, your $2,000, and you're going to divide it by 4 months. Okay. So give me 1 second. So then we're going to also then divide by 4 weeks. All right. So let me go to my calculator section here so I can do this along with you, because this is super, super important that you get this. So you've got a $2,000 couch. That's how much it's going to cost. So you don't sell $2,000 and buy the couch because you just put yourself out of business. That has to come out of your profits, right? So we're going to take $2,000 that we need to buy this couch, and we're going to divide it by 4 months. We're getting ourselves until July, August, September, October, till October 15th, and we'll have the money. Okay, so when you divide it by 4, that equals 500, correct? Now you're going to take that 500 and you're going to divide it by 0.4. That's going to allow you to do that 60-40 split. Does that make sense? So that 60-40 split is going to come up as 1,250. Now we're going to divide that by 4 weeks, because that's how much it is per month. So if I have this right, let me see if this is right. So if you get 4 months, so that would be, what would that, 16 weeks. Hold on a second. I just want to see if this is right. Times 16 times 0.4. Hey, it worked out perfect. Huh. So if I sell, get this, so I'm saying that I need $2,000 to go buy this couch. I'm giving myself 4 months. On October 15th, I'm going to go in, walk in, and buy this beautiful $2,000 sectional with my Mary Kay profits and just have it delivered. And it's going to be in the house before Halloween when we have that fabulous neighborhood Halloween party. So I take that $2,000 that I need, I divide it by 4, because that's how many months I'm giving myself, right? And that gives you a number of 500. Now you're taking that 500 and you're going to hit divided by 0.4. That means a 60-40 split. Just go with me on this one. That gives you a number of 1,250. Now you divide that by 4 again, because there's four weeks in a month. So you divide it by 4, and that'll tell you that when you sell $312 a week consistently for the next 4 months, you will have $2,000 profit in your hands on October 15th to buy this couch. Isn't that doable? Oh my gosh, you guys, that is so doable. So you could take whatever it is that you want to buy. Maybe it's something you want to buy sooner. Maybe by August 15th, which is just 2 months. Let's say by August 15th, we'll do one more quick scenario. August 15th, that's only 2 months away. You want to spend, I don't know, maybe you live close enough to Disneyland. You're driving to Disneyland, and you figure 2 days are going to cost you, well, it'll probably cost you the same amount as a sectional. Whatever the number is. The reason I'm pointing this out to you guys is here's what happens. Our brain, when it looks at that price tag of that sectional, $2,000, you're like, your first thought for many people is, I can't afford that. I can't go spend $2,000 on the couch right now. And then you start thinking, well, gosh, what if I could spend a little? And so you have a party. You have a $300 party, and you're thinking, well, how much of that should I set aside for my couch? And you're thinking, well, do I put like $100 aside? And even mentally, $100, you might go, yeah, but $100 is like a drop in the bucket when I need $2,000. So because you don't have a deadline, you don't have a specific dollar amount, it's hard to stay motivated and excited because you can't really see the progress, right? Now, let's say you have a $600 a week. What I would do is now bump up the day that I get the couch a week early. If I have a $624 a week, which is double what I need, then I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to be able to go get that couch by October 7th or the 8th. Does that make sense? I could go get it on October 8th instead of October 15th. Going under is not an option. So what does that mean? You got to double book. So what I'm going to tell you is that the reason why this formula is so powerful is because it allows you the opportunity to have something specific you're working for, because nothing is more motivating than that. If 30 days from now you want to take your kids to a musical and the tickets are $100 a piece, and let's say you've got 4 kids and you and your husband, so you've got 4 or 5, you've got to spend $600 on tickets. All right, so if you need $600 for the tickets, right, do the exact same thing. All right, you give yourself 30 days, that's 1 month. Okay, so you're going to divide that by how many months you're giving yourself, divide that by 1, then you divide it by 0.4, and then you, again, divide it by 4, and that's going to give you a dollar amount. Anything is doable, and when your brain can see that number, it knows exactly how to track that. It knows exactly what to do. So here's the thing. Here's what motivates you, and Karen Rydell, the National, taught me this, is she says you're either motivated by one of two things, either surprise or you're motivated by the accountability. And here's the difference. The surprise is like you're not telling your kids. You're going to go buy these tickets for this musical they've always wanted to go see or whatever it is. You aren't going to tell anybody. You're going to make this big surprise. And then a month from now, you're going to make these little cards and you're going to put them out on the breakfast table. And when they come out, they're going to go, Mom, what does this say? and you're like, I'm taking you all to this. And they're all like, ah, and they start screaming. They get super excited, and you surprise them. And just keeping that as a secret really motivates you and excites you. Or you might be more motivated by accountability, meaning you sit your family down and say, here's the deal. In a month, we're going to go to see this play, let's say, or this musical. And the tickets, my Mary Kay business and I are going to pay for everything. So I'm just letting you guys know that 30 days from now, I will have the money and I will have bought the tickets. So just plan on that. Now, they're going to constantly be going, Mom, how are you doing, cheering you on, and it does hold you accountable. So it depends on you. Some people really are motivated by the surprise. Some people need that accountability. Whatever it is for you, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to tell you, find something you want to pay for. Maybe you want to surprise one of your kids with a brand new phone. Maybe you want to buy yourself a brand new phone, and the phone is $800, and you want a new phone in a month. Well, do the math. Figure out exactly how much you have to sell per week so that 30 days from now, you have $800 cash in your hands. Okay? This, you guys, is absolutely doable. What I love about this formula is it takes all the guesswork out. Your brain can work at something tangible. It's like, if I sell $312 a week for 4 months, I will have $2,000 to buy a couch. So now nothing is out of possibility. Nothing is out of range. You can do anything you set your mind to. Anyway, I hope this example helped. It's a great thing to just constantly keep in mind. So when you have something, map it out and figure it out, because you can chisel eating an elephant one bite at a time, right? All right, you guys, have a blessed day.